Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Taurus, we're going to get messages for you this week from the Divine Goddesses. So I've got the Divine Goddess deck right here. We've got the past. Looking at, interesting. Home. Past home. That's very curious. What a very unique underline after the pre-shuffle. It's the past home. Something to do with a past home that you've had. Something to do with a past home. I'm curious, what's the underline of this? The Knight of Swords and the Hierophant and the Four of Swords and the Page of Wands. Okay, I want to say, for some of you, I feel like there's an old, this is all, I don't know, it's not going to be for everybody. There's almost like a family homestead or a place that you associate growing up in, or it could be a hometown. I feel like there's going to quickly be something here that there might, something that's being rebuilt or fixed. Eight of Cups. This is a place, yeah, it's something that you've walked away from. That was, it's a past home. This is something that's coming in very quickly. With the Hierophant, this could have been where you grew up. This could have been where you grew up. This has a sense of home again. Like it could be a town, a community. The Four of Swords, something is healed there. And you're going to get a message about that. So, that's not even your reading, right? But that is really quite specific. I was getting too, like some people, oh, I heard work from home. So, like for some people too, I mean, if you spend enough time at work, that's like home. Something about, yeah. So Taurus, we're going to do a reading. We're going to start right now. That was like a little freebie extra. I'm going to start with the Divine Goddess Oracle, see what they've got for you, and we're going to develop the reading further with, I've combined the Wizard's Tarot and the Everyday Witch, and I have the teeny tiny Everyday Witch here ready to go for clarifying. So what is the message, the topic of a reading for Taurus? Past home is still coming in. Something to do, I'm also getting in now here, like a past life. Someone that you shared a home with in a past life. This is coming in quickly. Okay, I'm going to try to move past that message, but who knows? Let's see. What, Jesus, Murphy, there's so many cards. Why is this sitting on top? The moon is sitting on top of this like it's a secret. Really? This makes for an interesting reading. Okay, I did ask, is the secret something that can be divulged? And the response that I was given was yes, but only to you, the reader. So that tells me that I'm supposed to use these cards to develop the reading, but you can't, why can't they know? Not being told, I don't know. Okay. Okay. Your past is still coming up here. Oh, I'm gonna, you can't see these up here. So I'm gonna put them up here so I can continue to remember them. The moon. Okay, the moon energy, she's coming in here. She's very protective of knowledge and information right now for you. She's protecting for you. The moon goddess is protecting for you. Something definitely being healed from your past here. Oh my. And then you have Morrigan, death and magic at the bottom. I don't know why I can't show you the cards. It's really weird because I can convey the message. So, okay, there's something very creative and perhaps unusual about you. It is quirky. There's a quirky, unusual aspect of you that not everyone or not someone from your past recognized initially and immediately. This could be parents, this could be childhood friends, this could be I don't know, something to do with and it's the past home. Like, right, the fact that it said the past home, that makes it very, it just feels like it's got a sense of importance. There's something significant about this place. There's healing and forgiveness surrounding this, right? And that already came up in here, like it's coming in quickly and it is meant to heal something. Wow, this energy all around your reading commands an intense amount of respect. Just an intense amount of respect. I'm just really hearing like you don't F with this energy. This is, but okay, now remember though, this energy is working for you. It's protecting secrets right now to protect you. It's working for you. When we go to the tarot, the Knight of Cups, there's that flowing. Okay, things will flow to you in the right time here. Okay, no. The Five of Pentacles. This is like going back to a place you left. It really has this feeling of like something of significance. For some of you too, I'm also getting like the past home. Like it could be a church, a place that you went to even as a child. Even if this is not something like from your childhood, there's been an extreme transformation between who you were then when you walked away from here and who you are now. The Page of Swords. One more for this bro. Judgment. Seven of Pentacles. Oh man. Seven of Wands. Queen of Wands. Seven of Cups. The Hierophant. There it is. The Four of Wands and the Ace of Cups are at the bottom. This is going to be good. Just heard this is going to be good, Taurus. It's going to be good. You're going back to a place that you would have called home. I'm also hearing like homing, you know, if you just, one of those places where you've been there so many times. It's like your car almost just goes there. If you're not thinking about where you're going, you'll end up there, or you would have at some point. What is this place for you? It's very interesting. Some of you might even be having like some sort of a reunion, a school reunion or a class reunion as well. Yeah. Yeah, actually. Because I mean, it shows up here like so strongly, like you're going back. You know, it even makes me think of, you know, where I went to school when I was a child. Like I was like a 2-minute walk to school, and everything in my world was right there. All my friends, the school, and then the neighboring Catholic school that we used to, had a big wall, used to play tennis on the wall. Like everything was there. So I wouldn't just call the house I grew up in the past home. I would call everything there the past home. But this is a place that you've left. This is a place that you've left. It's going to be good when you go back, though. I'll tell you that. And it almost feels like, too, like a celebration, like a reunion. Yeah, I would describe it. It has that feeling of like a reunion of some sort. It could be a family reunion. And it's really a place you haven't been to. You stopped going or you've left. But there's something about it. There's a lot of anything. There's a lot of feelings and emotions that are wrapped up in this place. Like when you walk there, when you walk to this place or into this place, and I want to say around this place too, like just thinking of the neighborhood that I grew up in, like the whole thing just feels like a deja vu. Like you were just there yesterday. It's really odd. It's very powerful. Death and magic. I feel like that is all over, because you're a different person than who you were when you were there, right? And for some of you, this does feel like it's showing up like, you know, a childhood place, and then you go back to it. I remember the first time I went back to the public school that I went to as an adult, and I didn't realize the toilets were all so fucking small. It's like, the toilets down in like the little area, the toilets and the sinks were so tiny. I thought they were not tiny when I came here, were they? Of course, I was tiny. So, like, you know, like it's just, but I'm not even picking that up though. Like, I'm not picking up that it's like you pick up where you left off. It's weird. Even though that you're different. Is this something that you've been trying to do? Because with the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, it's almost like if it's a place where actually you've been trying to move towards, or it's something that you feel like has served as a creative block in your, like something in you here. There's something in you from your past that needs to be revisited, either physically, going there, or looking at this within yourself. Now, why? Okay, there's something like you were misunderstood. You were misunderstood. There's forgiveness in this and healing. I really just, I'm picking up. The first time I went back to my elementary school, I was in my 40s. And I hadn't been there since I was in like 14 or 15, like, right? It's a long time. And then when I went back there, it was an adult learning center. So half of it was empty. And you could just walk the hallways and it felt weird. Like you could hear the ghosts. There's a feeling of that here. Like the ghosts, the energy of that. There are some ghosts here. Something needs to be revisited here, Taurus. Whether you physically go to revisit this, it's going to be healing. This experience for you, Taurus, the one thing I'm going to get that's 100% true, it doesn't matter which way you look at it, if it's this or that, it is healing and it feels good. It feels good. There's and no doubt about, if there was doubt about getting to this point, to this reunion, to revisiting some sort of ghosts from your past, all that doubt is wiped away when you arrive. I feel like you're almost like the star of the show, which is funny too. Maybe there's something very creative about you that you were not open about. From the past home, right? The past home. And maybe you've built something in your life with this creativity, maybe through the moon. Like the moon and the Queen of Wands is also very intuitive, very, very creative in an unusual and unexpected way. But it makes people take note, right? Like, whoa. So in some ways, I feel like this creative spark in you, it definitely was not seen, or you did not expose it in this past home. But now this becomes the center, like you're almost the reason for the celebration, which is kind of funny. I was thinking like if it's a reunion and it's kind of like maybe there's like a homecoming king and queen. I think that's so tacky myself, but anyways, a homecoming king and queen of a reunion and you would be crowned the queen. It's really funny. If there's something within yourself that you have been hesitant to look at, there's no reason to hesitate. Because like if you feel like maybe you're going to feel worse about yourself, or I don't know why you would hesitate to do this. Maybe it feels like a deep endeavor that you could get lost, you could lose yourself in. I tell you, you come out on the other side really, really good. It comes out really, really good. The moon. The Ace of Pentacles. Something that almost appears from the ethereal into the 3D. So too, even saying that, like a dream coming true. The Knight of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles. The Page of Wands, the Devil and the Moon. See, yeah, for some of you, this could be a place where you worked. And maybe there was something about yourself that you didn't express or show, like you hold tight here with this Four of Pentacles. And maybe it's even like looking back and saying, you know, I mean, maybe you're somewhere else now, you're working somewhere else. And this could have been, I want to say it's a workspace where there is people that you would like describe as family. I do feel like also it's a workspace that defines you. And when I say it defines you, like let's say you've worked 3 or 4 or 5 other places since then. But this is the place where you learn something very, kind of, I guess, very important. There's something here that you learned about yourself or the world. And it was a defining moment. And I don't know if it's something that you've not wanted to look at. There's something here for you to revisit. There really is. And the reward is very good. You feel good. So if there's something that you've not felt good about, in some sort of experience that you've had in the past, because now you have the Page of Wands, the Devil and the Moon. This is almost being afraid to express something, right? Like being afraid to express something here, feeling like perhaps manipulated or possibly manipulated. There's a fear about that. It's time to look back at that, and I feel like maybe there's a part of you that you have not utilized that is probably a great strength because of something here that you were afraid of at one point of exposing in yourself for fear of manipulation. Yeah, and how that could unravel. Then you have the Five of Pentacles with the Seven of Wands. This is just like you leaving it, getting out, moving away. Again, like looking at this little pile before I clarify it, has a feeling of like it could be a hometown. It could be a home. You know, maybe you left home early. It could be a church, a religious group. Like really being defensive here and protecting yourself. Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. The Six of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Star. All right, when you leave, when you left, you found this in you. You found it, you were able to express it, but I feel like you've also somehow worked in the disappointment surrounding it. It's almost like you realize it's the best part of you and you didn't share it or something like that. And so you're kind of disappointed about it. Something very unique and star-like about you, like a very beautiful cosmic quality that was hidden for fear of manipulation, fear of what could happen. So you leave that environment and then you really realize what it is that is inside you, whatever this creative spark is, this creative knowing, this artistic expression. And you do heal the disappointment that you feel and maybe not releasing it sooner or not using it sooner. Maybe you've already revisited this in your mind. Because that kind of almost looks like you are, like healing this. Page of Swords and the Queen of Wands. The Page of Swords and the Queen of Wands. The Eight of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So I can't help but feel like there's somebody who, like, that you've walked away from, who watches you grow. And I don't know, like maybe, I'm just thinking too, like not everybody's going to have a social media presence or like that would be the obvious. But you know, I'm getting like LinkedIn, like even a LinkedIn account or something, and somebody's kind of watched your progress or somebody has watched your growth here. Somebody in a way who has like quite a bit of status, chocolate cake and red wine. Like, yeah, all right. That's the best kind of status, chocolate cake and red wine. If you got that, man, you got everything. Where does this go? This goes to some sort of a new beginning. Judgment and the Seven of Cups. Ten of Swords and the Chariot. Well, those go really well with Judgment. So some sort of a painful ending. But I'm not so much as painful ending getting like a very even perhaps dramatic ending. And then the direction that you go is something like almost like a higher calling. You're making choices here and going in a direction that may not make sense. You may not have an idea of where, you know, this is going to take you. But you're going. You're trusting. So I don't know, too, if something has come out of fear or something has been even gifted or rewarded to you with the Ace of Pentacles. An opportunity. The Hierophant. The Five of Pentacles. Look, it's like a reunion. It's like, literally, like some of you, this is a school reunion or a class reunion. I really feel like you're going to run into somebody who's been watching you or keeping tabs on you. Whether you find that creepy or not, I don't know. The Ace of Wands and the Four of Wands. The Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands. Oh, this is so good, though. This feels really good. Feels really good. Let's see what the clarifiers say. The Four of Wands. Oh, the Two of Cups. Oh, it feels very good. That feels pretty darn good. Yeah, you know. Okay, before we get into the Ace of Cups, I still really get this feeling like there's something about you here that was hidden. It's a really unique quality about you. And I don't know if it was hidden because it was inappropriate, like because we're getting the Eight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and then you get the Devil. So it could have something to do with work. But it's a defining moment, however that is for you. Whether it's a defining moment and seeing how, you know, others around you put the work in, how you put the work in. But it's not until after you leave this that you really open up and discover this part of you. And it's pure magic. It's kind of like a divine gift, you know, like someone who can just sit down in front of a piano and just start playing. Like you're like, wow, were you Mozart in a past life? Probably, maybe. That kind of feeling, like there's just, yeah, really a strong ability for you to do something here. And I don't know if you have like a little Facebook, you share it on your Facebook, or you know, it's some achievements that you've made that are notable on something like LinkedIn, if it could have to do with work, or even, oh, don't they have to like colleges and universities, can't you like stay connected and see what alumni and all those are doing? Like, it really feels like that. Like somebody that you've walked away from, maybe like there's definitely distance here with the Eight of Cups, but somebody's been watching you really grow into yourself, develop into yourself. And it feels like it's connected to this King of Pentacles, right? And the King of Pentacles to me like goes really well with the Hierophant. And that's the Five of Pentacles. This is the place that you left. But with the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands, it's almost like you get together with a group. But within that group, because now it's like you can be seen, or now you have been seen, that you recognize. Perhaps like, you know, a bosom buddy, a chum, a romantic partner, I don't know. Like you see, oh, you're just like me and I'm just like you, kind of almost. The Ace of Cups. I feel like I'm having like a bad hair moment. It's crazy. The Death card. I don't know, maybe you'll be conscious of your hair as you go. It's really weird. I've never, in the middle of a reading, felt like my hair got out of control. The Death card, the Five of Swords, and the Hermit, the Ace of Cups. Yeah, this is something that's been cut out of your life, or you've cut out of your life. This is like echoes of ghosts from the past. That's what I would describe this as, like echoes of ghosts from the past. And it's almost like a reconciliation of that energy. Death and magic. Well, there you go, right there. Echoes. Oh, okay, now I know why I had to. Gosh, the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Oh, these are things that can be quickly hidden. Should I get that? This is information that can be quickly hidden. What does that mean? I almost feel like a veil is closing up. Like there's something I've been pulling up here, and it's almost like you've seen enough and we're closing it off. That's it? The reading is over? No, I get to talk about those ladies. So that's different. That changes things. I'll tell you why in a minute. The Five of Wands, conflict that turns into celebration. So, okay, what's been going on what's been going on? I'm just trying to collect my thoughts. I just get like so many messages in this reading. I have been, for the extendeds, I've been using the underline as a card to communicate in the extended. Like that's been who we communicate with in the extended. So when I looked at Death and Magic, I was told to clarify it because we're going to use these ladies, and you're going to now see who they are going to be who we talk to in the extended. We have Branwen, forgiveness. We have Bridget, creative spark. And then we have Gula, healing. So I'm like, why can't I convey the message to you, but I can't show you the cards? And it was because it's almost like, yeah, like even this reading, it unfolded so that I wasn't supposed to pull any clarifiers for them because they're in the extended. So that's how that goes. Very interesting. Taurus, thank you so much, my friends. I'm going to go do the extended. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.